Before we get to the forecast, we have an update on that Bronco stuck on a sandbar between Bar Harbor and Bar Island over the weekend. The Mount Desert Islander newspaper posted these photos on its Facebook page showing crews trying to pull the Bronco off the bar yesterday. It didn't work. And then the tide came in, completely submerging the vehicle. Fast forward to this morning when a salvage diver managed to float the Bronco using air bladders. Then all that was needed was another high tide to float the SUV to shore. It was then put on a flatbed truck. In case you're wondering how the Bronco ended up out there in the first place, the Islander says the driver was allegedly doing donuts on the sandbar and got stuck. Doing donuts rarely results in a positive outcome. Right. Unless you're eating them.
In the
That's
ocean?
different.
Like, yeah, this whole thing is weird. It makes me think of that Luke Bryan song for some reason, though, My Old Bronco. He made it, but that car made it a lot longer than this one did.
If this car survives, maybe there'll be an advertisement for a rust-proofing company.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, I guess I have a lot of questions, but we don't have any answers. I'm glad they got it out of there.
Yeah.
You can't drive. Can you drive anywhere on the beach in Maine? I was just thinking about that. Are you allowed to do that?
I'm not familiar with any place, but...
Because I was just thinking, last week when Maine was treated to a lack of me on TV, I was in Florida, and you can drive on the beach in Florida in certain places, and I find that so weird because I can't think of any place in Maine you can just like drive your car up, unless you want to get stuck. All right, nice today. 51 for a high in Portland, 52 in Sanford, 59 in Freiburg, advertised 55. A lot of sunshine out there. That made the difference. That's what made it such a nice day. Just a few clouds starting to sneak in from the south and west here. It does not belie, though, this big storm system that is just off screen. Now, a lot of snow into Pennsylvania, into the Midwest as well. This storm is going to actually turn into a secondary low here. Miller Type B is what it would be called, and then move out right out over Cape Cod into the Gulf of Maine. If this were January, February, even March, this would be a good snowstorm, but just a bit too warm in late April, and most of the snow will stay in the foothills and mountains. So we cloud up tonight. Temperatures are in the 30s and 40s. Could be some brief snow flakes early in the morning, middle of the night, early in the morning. From Augusta to Lewiston, I think anywhere closer to the coast than that will be just rain right from the beginning. It does snow, though, fairly heavily back into New Hampshire as well through tomorrow morning, and it eventually gets kicked, the snow does, to the mountains. Meanwhile, the rest of us are getting rain and heavy wind here through the morning, through the middle of the day. The rain snow line gets chased all the way up into northern Aroostook County by the afternoon. It's pouring over down East Maine. Could get an inch and a half of rain out of this system, and then it moves out tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures pop quickly to near 50, but it is not really representative of what most of the day will feel like. So we have to watch these winds tomorrow. They'll be out of east-southeast up to 45 to 50 miles an hour. I think we'll see scattered but not widespread power outages, but just, you know, be aware that it will be very, very windy Tuesday through the middle of the day. And then snowfall amounts here, not a big deal, but there could be a couple of inches of snow, especially into the mountains, guys, which is just kind of a bragging rights thing this time of the year. Decent rest of the week. Friday actually looks quite nice. The weekend, I think, is better than last weekend. Nice on Saturday. I'm not sure on Sunday. There's a backdoor cold front lurking around. If the front comes through, we'll be in the 40s. If it doesn't, we'll be in the 60s. As you can see, I am pessimistic. And which revisiting last week, we talked about, you remember before 2 weeks ago, I said, I don't think we'll be on the right side of this front. We were for like a day and a half.
And that was correct.
And then it was what it was going to be. Yeah.
Thanks, Keith. We're back after this.